Back again, my beautiful people that don't know the boy Yardman. Back again, my viewers and subscribers. Back again, my beautiful people that don't know the boy Yardman there. Back again, my beautiful people that don't know the boy Yardman there. Back again, my beautiful people that don't know the boy Yardman there. Yeah. Out! Done! Out! Back again, beautiful people that don't know the boy Yardman there. Yes, people, there's something we see happen against the game with Nottingham Forest and Leicester. We know that they draw 2-2. Nottingham Forest drop points, and it's not been very good for them because they were in the top three, and everybody expected Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, and Liverpool is the top three and any two after that. But it seems that's not the case, and Nottingham Forest is a bit bothered. But what really draw me to do this video is I was going to do a live, but I said, you know what, let's just drop a video and let the people them, you know, leave their comment and tell me what they think. That, do you not believe that it's time for me to get a 20k subscriber? Do you not really believe that? Be honest. Be honest, people. Do you believe that it should help Yardman reach a 20k? Please, people, if you watch the video, if you like the video, just please subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the channel. Because remember, we're going on pre-season tour to Southeast Asia. And I'd like to go there with a 20k subscriber. But with your help, it go a long way. So please, subscribe. Big up. So, yes, people. So back to the game. So, I see the owner of Nottingham Forest, Evangelos Marinakis, run onto the pitch to confront his manager, I don't make me bite my tongue. Nuno. And the whole thing about it is that it all come down to, put it this way, the linesman make all of this happen because the player get injured, and which it was like a clear offside, and the linesman just didn't pull back his flag. The linesman see that it was clearly offside. He didn't put up his flag. He allowed play to go on. That is something that is very dangerous. And from the VAR and the Premier League coming with this little dirty tactics, I find it very, very, very wrong, because you can get player injury. It's best you call off a goal or you mistakenly flag too early than a player get a season-ending injury or 6 months or a lifetime injury. Yeah, or you know, a player get to a red card to so not red card. No, it's red card would be rescinded for that. But a player get a lifetime injury or a season-ending injury just because you allow play to continue. If you see that there's clear and obviously offside, put up your flag. Do not allow play. If you don't sure and it is that close, I understand. Allow play to continue. But referee, if you see the play, the play is clear and obviously, please raise a flag. Raise a flag. Now we see where Taiwo, the player, get injured. He collide with the post, and the medical staff go run onto the pitch. It take some time. He actually, they think that he was okay. They do the necessary check that they have to check, and he said it was okay. Went back on onto the pitch, and he just couldn't continue. No, Marinakis, you know what? Make him name sound good. Mr. Nakis it didn't sit well with him. He was fuming, so he ran onto the pitch as soon as the whistle blow to confront the man who he put in charge to manage his team, that is Nuno. And he was asking him, why do you let him continue? You could have put this player life in danger. And rightly so. I get it. I understand. But a lot of people coming out, Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, I believe, come out and they're saying that Nuno supposed to hand in his resignation. It is wrong, rated. But you know what? Jamie Carragher, for one, this guy taught the best football but played the shittiest football. He taught the best football on planet Earth but play the shittiest football. We see where Jamie Carragher could go back and he can rip it apart but when you're playing, you wasn't during your time of playing, you wasn't in the top 50 defender. You wasn't in the top 50 defender, Jamie Carragher. So why is it that you feel like if you come out and you to I know you get paid to do it, yeah, but you need to tone it down. You need to remember that you wasn't that best of a player. Why you don't go? If you know it that much, why you don't go into management? Why you don't go into management? Because you know you couldn't cut the part. You couldn't. You wouldn't last a second, just like your co-host didn't last a second in management. Yeah. Now he's saying that Espirito Santos should hand in his resignation and stuff like that. But now the question that I really and truly would like to ask my supporter, my fans, my subscribers, my viewers, the Arsenal fraternity, the Arsenal fans, the Arsenal cheerleader, Rabbi, Ty, Stricto, and everybody else who I know, Cecil, who I know defending, backing Mikel Arteta. Yeah? Now, would you love to see Josh Kroenke at the stadium? I mean, at least we're playing 18, 20, 22, 24, 30. So we'll be maybe playing about 35 to 36 games. 35, somewhere around 35, 36, 30 something game at the Emirates Stadium. Would you not love to see the Kroenke, Josh, at least 25 game at the Emirates? Would you not love to see Josh run out on the pitch to Mikel Arteta to ask him question? If Josh Kroenke and him dad did ever have Arsenal in their forefront, like how Marinakis have his club that he's put his money into, that he love, that him seem father and his relative them in football, loving Nottingham Forest, yeah, was it not would be the best thing to happen to Arsenal if the Kroenke would ever have 5% of love that you see Marinakis have for Nottingham Forest? If them did ever have 5%, just 5% of that love for Arsenal, the way Marinakis have love for Nottingham Forest, how much trophy you think Arsenal would have won? Do you believe Mikel Arteta would have still be there? Do you believe that Mikel Arteta could have go 6 years without not winning any trophy, competing in 24 competition, yeah, since he's been there? 24 competition, because every season he is going in 4 competition, and him there 6. So 6 for is what, 24? 24 and counting competition, and never reach a final of not even one. The best him go is a semi-final with the Carabao Cup and semi-final in the Champions League. The best and is this season him done that. Last season him go to the quarter-final. The next season in the FA Cup him go 4th round, 3rd round, or 5th round, 3rd round, 4th round, or something like that. But he didn't go anywhere. Is it not time for some manager, some owner, start to put the manager in the firing line, start to put it on them, to let them know that, you know what, you cannot continue like this? And I'm talking solemnly, I'm speaking about Mikel Arteta. If the Kroenke did have any balls of belief that they could do what Marinakis do to his manager, how many trophy you think that Arsenal would have won? People, give me a number. Please, leave your comment. Give me a number. How many trophy you think that out of 24 times Mikel Arteta going to a competition since being at Arsenal, he only managed to go to a semi-final at the Carabao Cup and a semi-final in the Champions League. At best, 6 years, 24 title him go for. And at best, that is what on him CV. Yeah? Because a lot of people are going to tell me about the FA Cup. That's Unai Emery team. So, I'm asking the question, people. I'm asking the question. Would love to see the cranky get on the back of Mikel Arteta just the way how you see Marinakis get on the back of Nuno Santos? Because he asks him what's going on. He need to finish in Champions League. He mean good for Nottingham Forest. He want to see that club win trophy. It's not no joke thing. And I hear people licking about, he shouldn't be allowed to go on the pitch. He own the club. What you mean he don't go? If the manager do something that pay the manager millions a year, of course, go on the pitch. It belongs to you. How many TSC fans run on the pitch when it doesn't belong to them? They're not allowed to do it. He's allowed. He is allowed to go on the pitch. What do you mean he's not allowed? Huh? What do you mean by that, Jamie Carragher? What do you mean by that? What do you mean the man who owns the clubs is not allowed to go on the pitch? Him confront him wherever. Whoever. It doesn't matter. Not because some manager would do it that, some owner would do it that mean that he shouldn't do it. He doesn't do nothing against the law. Huh? Did he? That's what we want to see, the fight, the anger in the cranky. That's what we, the Arsenal fans, want to see in the cranky. That's what we want to see them doing. Get onto that man back. Because you mean the club something. How dare you? How dare you? Saying that the man who owned the club, who put in money in the club, is not allowed to go on the pitch to confront his manager, who he hire, who he pay. Nuno did have a problem with it, but the press and the media have a problem with it. That is what's wrong with England press and media. They make every single thing be their problem. They put it on their shoulder. And things that they meant to have on their shoulder, they don't. They don't. And that is the problem we have with England. This country is rotten down to the core. It's rotten. This man mean business. The cranky don't mean business. The Glazer doesn't mean business. You don't see them at the football. You don't see them at Old Trafford. You don't see them you don't see the cranky at Arsenal. One time for the year you see them. Huh? Just like some club is telling fans, season ticket holder, that they have to attempt a certain amount of game. If not, they're going to lose their season ticket. The Premier League need to tell these owners that they need to turn up a game, else they have to sell the club. The Premier League, you own this league in England. You make all of these American people from the Middle East owning your football club, owning stake in your club, in your country, but you cannot speak to them. You can't. You make unfit people who are not supposed to go nowhere near a club. You let them own club and wreck the club. And you're not understanding that you're wrecking the fans in England. That's who you're bringing down. Because a club is nothing without a fans. We, the fans, own the club. We, the fans, own the club. The people them who put the money in the club, they only the registration keeper. That's what they are. They don't own the club. The crankhead doesn't own Arsenal. He's the registered keeper of the Emirates Stadium. But we, the fans, own the club. We own the club because without we, Arsenal wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist without we. So people, I'm asking you the question, would you not love to see? I'm talking about I'm not talking about Arsenal support alone. I'm talking about the Man U, the Chelsea. I mean, one fans I know, one owner or chairman I know at more than likely every game is the Tottenham one. What's his name? The Tottenham chair, Daniel Levy. He more. I think he's the only one I see at well, they can say him own the club, him have shares in the club, and him wife people him own the club. So you can say Daniel Levy own the club. That's why they haven't sacked him over 20 years, one trophy. That's why they haven't sacked him. You understand? But we see him a lot at Tottenham game. We see him a lot more than any other owner, manager, chairman. We see him there. So is it not time for we to hold these registration keeper? We need to hold them. We need to put them to the test. We need to let them know. Just like how you are telling, because I know one club for sure that telling their fans, their season ticket holder, that they have to turn up to a certain amount of game. And that's Man City. Yeah? Else you're going to lose that season ticket. Isn't that the same thing we the fans supposed to do to the registration keeper of our club? You let me know, people. Let me know. Big up on yourself. When you don't know the boy Yardman there, please, people, help me get to the 20k subscriber before we leave to go on pre-season tour. I'm out.